type of applications. Okay. So do you know the difference between the web applications and the distributed applications?
No.
So here, uh, if you see like in a web applications in the sense like in a advertisements or any normal simple launching of the sites, those we can call it as a web applications. Okay. So when we go for like a distributed applications, collection of multiple servers. Okay, collection of multiple servers in the sense like in a banking sectors or any money transactions related sectors or any telecom sector. So here different servers are connecting into a single application, then we can call it as a distributed applications. So web application in the sense consisting of only one site giving the response to the clients. It takes like a request and the response. So here if you go for like in a web application or if you go for like a distributed application, both are same. So both will take the request and the response, but wherever we will go for the distributed application consisting of multiple servers. Now we are talking about the web applications. So if you wanted to develop the normal websites, we can go for like in a servlet concept. Okay, are you following with me?
Yes.
Okay. So servlet is in a, we can take it as it's Java technology. It's used for develop the web component or web applications managed by the containers. That means, so when if you wanted to run any servlet application, we require like any software, server softwares, like an Apache Tomcat server or like in a WebLogic, these companies WebLogic or IBM companies WebSphere, or we can take it as a, like in a VMware software for the Spring Source company. So we require some servers. So the servers it provides some memory for the application and it takes the request from the client and provides the response for the server. Okay. So here the servlet is it's in a user request and so it's like in a servlet can be considered as in a tiny Java program which processes user request and generates the dynamic contents. That is, it's like in a request and the response. Are you following with me?
Yes.
So okay, now it's in a servlet is, you can take it as like in a, to develop any web applications we are going for like in a servlet concept, and it takes the request from the client side and do some processing in the server side and then it gives the response for the client. So it's like in a client and the server connectivity. So whenever you are going for like in a servlets, we require different type of servers, whether it may be Apache Tomcat or whether it may be a B WebLogic or B WebSphere or Tomcat, or you can take it as a Glassfish, or you can take it as a Spring Source related VMware. That means depends on the organization. So they can use their own tools and they can use their own servers. That's their own wish. It's a topic for developing for the web component. So not only with the servlet, some other topics also available like in a PHP and the ASP.NET. So though using those also we can develop the web applications. But what is the main benefit with the like in a servlets is we can take it as like it's like in a platform independent. Okay, it's in a platform independent. So what is mean by platform independent? Do you have an idea what is in a platform independent?
No. Yes.
So what's in a platform independent?
Yeah, Sapna, platform independent means that JVM can run on any kind of OS. It doesn't matter that particular environment is necessary for the JVM.
So
Means it can
yeah,
run
it's
on
a
the Macintosh.
it's a like a platform independent in the sense all the operating systems on all the different type of configuration of the system. Okay,
Yes,
platform
yes.
in the sense, okay, platform in the sense it's an all the different operating system, whether it may be Unix or whether it may be Linux or Macintosh or Mac operating system or Android operating system, any operating system it may be, and it will work in any configuration, whether it may be work in the i3 or P4 or i5 or i7, any platform it is going to work. If you go for like an a .NET, it's fixed for some operating system, it's fixed for the Windows only. Microsoft related product is the .NET, so it's fixed for the particular so and so operating system. So here whenever you are going for the servlets, this is the very benefit for the servlets. It's like a platform independent, means we can run the application on any type of configurations of the system and any software. So that is the main use of the servlet. So there are some other advantages of the servlets also available. So it's like it's consisting of the faster than the CGI. So why? Because of before the servlets we are going to run the programs on like all the core Java programs we are going to run on the command prompt, what I open right now. But whenever we are writing whenever we are developing any applications using the servlet, the programs are going to run on the browsers, whether it may be all browsers, whether it may be Internet Explorer or whether it may be Mozilla or anything. So it depends. It's like it runs on the browser. So if it runs on the browser, anyone can join, anyone can send in a request, and it takes a response from the client side. Okay, if it is like in a CGI, so if you are running the applications on the command prompt, it's very toughest job to send in a request to the so and so location command prompt and reaching the response from the command prompt related application. So whenever we are going for the applications of servlet, we are getting the result in the browsers. That means when I will show the example for the output you will get in the browsers, and in place of getting the output in the command prompt, we are getting the result on the server. Like in a browser. So that is the main use of the servlets, and consisting of its own rich API. So what is an API? It's an application package interface. That means it's consisting of these packages like in a Java X.servlet and Java X.servlet.http. Like it's consisting of its own rich API. So what is the specialty of the Java is everything is the inbuilt. Okay, everything is inbuilt in the sense so much of rich API is there. Using that API, so what the programmer is trying to develop its own applications. That means his own applications. He is concentrating on the business logic. He is not concentrating on how to develop from the scratch onwards like in a C or C++ program. Already some API is there. Using that one, they are trying to develop the code. So that is the use of this Java. In this Java, in the servlet concept, we have a rich API. So using that API, we are trying to develop the applications. So that is the main usage of the API, and it's in a platform independent. To access the large set of API, you can connect with all the databases like so backend. If you wanted to develop any application, we require like a backends, like it may be like in Oracle, or it may be like in a MS SQL, or it may be like in a IDSQL, or depends on the organization which database you can connect. It's an example for it's an database for the MySQL. Okay, you can connect for the MySQL, you can connect for the Oracle, you can connect for anything. So any database also you can connect using this particular servlet API. Okay. So this is the concept for like a simple servlet. Are you following with me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes,
is it going somewhat fast?
No, that's fine. No, nothing. It's okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, next if you go for like an API, so I will go for the API. So this is the API here. So what is the API? It's like a predefined class. It's consisting of predefined classes and the interfaces. So in the it came from like a 1.4 version onwards. So by latest version they are introducing so many different type of packages and so much of other stuff also included into their own software. So initially we have a generic servlet. Using the generic servlet, we have a service method. In that one, we are writing the program. How we are using like in a main. In main, we are trying to write all the logic. In the similar way, we have like in a service method is available. Using that one, we are writing the programs. We are writing the logic in the service method. So it's derived from the superclass like in a servlet. It consisting of like in a servlet request and servlet response interfaces. So these are all used to take the request and the response from the application. So these objects are taking the request and response from the application side. So whenever you are going for like in a one more like in a super subclass, we can take it as a HTTP servlet. So HTTP servlet also consisting of a service method, like in a what logic you want to write, you can write in the service method, or you may have like a do get and the do post methods also available to write the to take the request and the response, and it consisting of the interfaces like in a HTTP request and HTTP response. So what is the difference between these two in the sense? It takes like in a protocol, HTTP protocol. We have an HTTP. Let's try to take like an HTTP protocol. So here, using this HTTP servlet class, we are going to develop the programs. Okay. Next, if you see one normal small life cycle for the servlet. So this is a small life cycle. So first of all, whenever you are using like in a servlet, it's going for the creating an object. First we are deploying the application in the servers, then it's going for the creation. All the instantializations like database connectivity, all the instantializations will be initialized here, and how many number of objects should be created for an application, that is also going to initialize here. And if it is available, then you can get the some service from the like in a server side. If it is not available, you cannot, like you can take it as like in a Gmail. If your internet connectivity is there, then you will get like in a front page, that is you can take it as initialization. If you are entered like in a proper username and the password, then it is available for the service. If you are not entered like in a username and the password incorrectly, then it is going for the failed. Like so, for example, if the username and the password correct, then it works like in a available for the service, then it provides some service. Means it takes like in a service, means it's given some mails or compose the mails, or in so whatever the mails we have, just we are checking. So all these things. So after completing the process, just we are signing out from the so and so location. So it's destroyed. That means whatever the memory is allocated for the servlet, that is going to destroy. So this is about the simple life cycle, the stages, different stages we have in the servlets. Are you following with me?
Yes.
So you have any queries here?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to ask one thing. When the HTTP servlet had the generic servlet, at that
Will you
time
please
only,
please increase the voice, please?
Yes,
Please
Sapna,
increase the
I'm
voice.
asking when the HTTP servlet extend the. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, very low voice.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Very low voice. Just a second. Just. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sapna, can
Yeah,
you
you
hear me
can.
right
Yeah, you can speak. You can talk. Hello, you can
now?
talk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Sapna,
Yeah, very less voice. Yeah,
yeah,
tell me
I just
what's your doubt. So when the generics are written, when the
I just want to know that when.
sir,
Hello. I'm asking that when the HTTP
yeah,
servlet inherit the generic servlet, at the time which methods come to the generic HTTP servlet only service method or another method also comes? Hello.
So I got one. I understood like when the HTTP servlet methods and when HTTP generic servlet methods are going to invoke. Shekhar, are you listening? Are you hearing properly?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So when generic servlet means, so it's a generic servlet consisting of only one method, that is the service method. Whenever you go for like an HTTP servlet, we have methods like a do get and the do post methods. Okay. So do get and the do post methods are available.
Okay, service method.
Yes, service method is available in the
service method contains do get and do.
No, not service method.
Okay.
Service method is separate method. Do get method and the do post methods also different method. This service method is available in the generic servlet, whereas the do get and the do post method is available in the HTTP servlet. What is the use of this particular thing is, it's an UML diagram. The symbol what you are seeing is an inheritance. Means HTTP servlet is inherited the generic servlet. So service method is available in the generic servlet whenever you are using the HTTP servlet. So this will be inherited to the HTTP servlet. Whatever the methods and the interface, whatever the methods and the variables declared in the generic servlet will be inherited to the HTTP servlet. In HTTP servlet, we have two more extra methods. Those are the do get methods and do post methods. Is it clear for you? You can see here. So here we have a servlet class, and here, are you seeing this one? Which one I selected?
Yeah.
Are you seeing? Yeah. So like this, we have so much of API. This is the API, javax.servlet and javax.http. So this will be available in the Java, like in a servlet API.jar file. Which one will be available in the server's Apache Tomcat?
Yes,
now I am using like a server like an Apache Tomcat.
Sapna, do one thing, please click on the HTTP servlet class. I just want to see that particular class, HTTP servlet class.
This one is the HTTP servlet class.
Yes.
It's okay.
HTTP servlet contains the do get and do post, is it?
Yeah. So now I move for one example, like in a normal example. So just it's a running of a simple example. Just running, I am running in the server like in a Tomcat server. Why? Because of it's an open source. So some other like in a we can take it as a trial versions. So it's an open source. You can download it from the net, free of cost. Okay. Just it takes some more time. So here this is the program, simple normal application I work using the servlet. Just scrolling off some message, like in a web page you can see some messages scrolling the top side or some on page. So this message I am trying to display using the servlet application. Okay. So first of all, you should be aware of how to develop this. So here you can see the result, where you are seeing the result on browser. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the browser means it's not on the command prompt like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Command prompt is for less for the yeah. That's a difference. Should be identified. This is the browser. In this browser, we are seeing the result. So servlets are used to develop the applications and which are going to available for the throughout the world. Once if you develop in a project and if you deploy, then it will be available on that particular URL will be available to the throughout the world. Anyone can access that site. So that is the use of the servlet. So here, so we should go for like a developing of the application side, like a dynamic web application. So for this one, we require like a two different type of concepts. One is the web.xml file and one more is like a Java files. Okay. So you should be aware of XML code also. Okay. Why? Because of like in a for now what just if you see like servlets, like in which location the servlet are working, it means so where the servlets are executing on server, right? I selected just now. I selected the Tomcat, Apache Tomcat. So the server is working. The servlets are working on the servers, like an Apache Tomcat or any servers. So servers can understand the XML code. It is directly or not going to understand the dark class files. Okay, we should give a mapping. This mapping will be available in the web.xml file. So if you see, so this is we will get like a default code you will get. So how to create the files and how to generate the files I will tell after. So here we can take, this is the important code here, the mapping code. So which class you are going to use in that one, you are going this class like a servlet class. In this one, what name you are going to give. In that particular class, you are going to give your logic. So here you are seeing like first.java. Which one is displayed some message here, first.java. Hello. So this is the first.java. So the name whatever we have given here, this name should be same, and it should be mapped with one any username, like any name. It should be say any name, and this URL name is also any name. That means the class is mapped with one static name, and this static name is mapped with one URL. Using this URL, the program is going to run here. The URL whatever given the second, this one is going to give but this URL. This URL and this URL is the same, like in a second. The program is working on this particular URL second. So this mapping should be done in an XML file. If you do the mapping correctly, then it will search for like is there any class, other class is available or not. The class is available or not. So here we should go for the next. That one is the first.java class. In this one, I am trying to develop my own logic. So whenever we are going to write the logics, we should import the related packages like in a javax.servlet.html package and javax.servlet package. Why? Because of we have all the API will be available in this one, and the IO package which is for displaying the data on the browser. Okay. So here we have a service method. In this service method, we are giving like an output the. So what message I am displaying, this is just hello message. So whenever you are taking like a service, it takes in a request and the response as in a parameters, and it throws an exception. So everything, this exception part of and this interfaces, passing of the parameters, everything you will get in the core Java very beginning. Then we will can when go for the server, we are using those things here. So here using the content type, set content type of the response object, I am displaying some message, either it may be a text or it may be HTML type. So why? Because of browsers can understand HTML, it is not going to understand any other coding program. So it takes like in a text or it takes like an HTML. So we should give some initial steps like in a response.set content type and the print writer object. Both will one for to set the HTML code, and one is for the object of the print writer is ready to display some information on the browser. So what information I am displaying, like within the HTML code, within the giving the border colors and the border style, using the marquee command, tag, I display like in a hello message. This is the message is displaying here. This is the message, hello message exclamatory. This message is going to display. Just I closed the related tag and I displayed one more print writer dot print. So this OK is going to display. This is OK is also going to display here. Okay. So this is the program for this one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for this one, if you see this one, here we have a different type of programs are there. If you go for like in a servlet, like in a topics are like in these all the so many different topics are there, like in a core Java, and we have a servlets is there, like we have a JSPs are there, we have a core Java related. If you go for like in a core Java, so we have so many different type of concepts are available here. So here if you see like in a core Java, like here some examples. So here again, once again, here we have core Java. In this one we have so much of threads, networking, so many different type of concepts are available. Okay. So this is about the demo for you. Hello.
Yes, Sapna.
So this is about the demo for simple demo I took for you. So you can.
Okay. Sapna, Gaurav is speaking, and I just want to know that except core Java and advanced Java, you will cover up Hibernate or
Yeah, if you want, I can cover the Hibernate and the Springs also. Yeah, I can cover the Hibernate and the Springs also.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the topics I can?
Okay.
I can cover all the topics which are available in the. Yeah. Tell me.
Okay. Basically, my case is this that I am a 2008 pass out engineering graduate. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I am a 2008 pass out engineering graduate, and right now I was recently I left my job from a cement factory. I was working in a cement factory as an electronics engineer. Okay.
Okay.
And now I want to look job in IT sector and want to make career in Java field especially. Okay, so I'm trying to learn Java from you, and
everything
okay, and I just want to.
So for related
But the main,
topics, so
I just want.
what?
But my question is that
The voice
after finishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. After finishing of your course, am I able to put 3+ experience or not? Because I have some experienced person who can provide me some experience.
For that you
experience certificate.
For this you needed full practice. Good practice.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. Will you teach me code? Because that's why I'm asking you, because I just want to know that because I want to know each and everything like core Java, Hibernate, Spring, Servlet, JSP, and SVN, and any kind of thing I just want to know. So that's why I'm asking you.
Sure. You can put in a 2 years or 3 years experience, but the practice should be very good practice. Okay.
Okay. Okay, and what will be the duration to cover all?
So that's you can tell. I want to complete in this period. I will complete the so and so period. So it will take minimum at least 1.5 months to cover all the topics.
With Hibernate and Spring also.
All the topics. Okay. Here you can talk with the technology persons or in online also. You can talk with that. The duration it will take like in a 1.5 month to complete all the total topics.
Okay. And rest. Okay, not an issue.
So how the classes will be like, once I will go some topics, so I will give some assignment for you, so you should complete that one. That assignment should be complete.
Okay.
So you may get in a good practice. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you practice only, then only you can put in a 2+ or 3+ experience. Otherwise, you cannot. So I can teach like in a all the topics are going to cover each and every topic which are useful for developing in a project. Everything is going to cover, but the effort should be done by yourself also.
Yeah, exactly. My self efforts are necessary. I understand.
Okay. Okay, Gaurav, we will meet soon.
Thanks, Sapna.
Okay, everything. Okay. So you
Yeah,
can, the
sure.
remaining things you can discuss with SVR Technologies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
The organizer